Hey, welcome to episode 16 of 500 Today. It is, as we're recording this, the night before. The race is tomorrow. We're ready to roll. Sunday is going to be a fantastic day. It's going to be mid-80s, a fantastically beautiful, perfect day, a little on the warm side. This is our final preview of the race. I'm going to come back with another video about lap 100 so we can talk about what happened the first half of the race. But this is it. This is the preview. What can we expect for the race tomorrow? Well, first off, out of the gate, I want to tell you my winner is the pole sitter, Scott Dixon. He's had the best car for the last 2 years. He's had issues and things happen. I think he is the class of the field. I know Sato has been fast. I know Paulo is right there, and his teammates and everybody, and Carpenter Racing is right next to him in the speed and everything. But I think Scott Dixon gets the job done. He gets his second 500 win during the 106th running. Now, Alex Palou. He is going to be a challenge. I pick him to be on the podium, finishing in second place. I think he is an amazing driver. I think last year he learned a ton, but I think he's going to get another lesson this year. Scott Dixon's going to take over and lead the last few laps and get the win. Alex Palou second. Third place, you know what? I'm going to go for a Ganassi sweep. Jimmie Johnson, third place. I think Jimmy's going to hang around. I think he's gaining the experience. He's got a lot of experience on this track with NASCAR, a lot of 500-mile races. He knows that first 50, 100 laps are just to set you up for the end. He knows how to get around this place. He's going to stay out of trouble. He knows that you got to stay in the front half of the field or you're going to have some issues. He is going to be one that will be there towards the end. So those are a couple things. That's my podium. All Ganassi. First, second, third. And honestly, I think it's going to be a Ganassi sweep. I think Dixon's going to get the win. And I think Paulo. And then we've got third, Jimmie Johnson. Okay. Let's go to first one out, unfortunately. 33rd, I think it's going to be Stefan Wilson. I'm so thankful that everybody's got to know Stefan even better. He's done some amazing interviews. He's been all over the place with the media. He's done nothing but remain that high character guy that everybody in the IndyCar community, everybody in Indianapolis knows. Fortunately, his car is not even close to being anything that resembles the other 32 cars, unfortunately. I think my prediction is he won't even take the green flag. I think something will happen. I think his car will have a major malfunction, and unfortunately, he won't even take the green. Now, hopefully he does. Hopefully he surprises me. Hopefully he gets out there and completes a bunch of laps and has a really good race. But my bet for first one out is Stefan Wilson. Biggest mover, starting 22nd, Sage Karam. Almost put him on my podium. I think Sage Karam with Dreyer and Reinbold, he has really matured. If you listen to his interviews here this month, they are really, really good. He's got a lot of demons still from what happened at Pocono that basically had the accident that impacted Justin Wilson, unfortunately. He did really well and then lost his ride. I think Sage Karam is a heck of a driver, and I think he's going to be our biggest mover. Second place for biggest mover, I'm going with Scott McLaughlin from 26th for Team Penske. I know everybody's hot on Newgarden. I know we're all hot on Will Power, starting a little bit closer. I think Scott McLaughlin's going to have a rocket ship tomorrow. So those are my predictions. Stefan Wilson, first one out. Sage Karam with the biggest mover. First, second, third, Dixon, Palou, Jimmie Johnson. Now, a couple things that we've talked about during the week that I continue to stress. Elio, does he have the speed to get up to the front and stay in the front? I just don't think he does. Do the Andretti cars have the speed to get to the front and stay there? I don't think they do. Colton Herta still has great betting odds. Alexander Rossi has great betting odds. Don't fall trap. I don't think that they're going to be competitive. I hope I'm wrong. I just don't think that they're going to be competitive. Penske, what are they going to do? Newgarden is kind of the class of Penske field. Will Power's right there. McLaughlin's right behind him. What happens to them? They have not had a great month. Not as bad as Andretti, but not had a great month. Are they going to turn their luck around for the race? It's Penske. It's been a minute since they've won this race, but is their strategy going to be something that's going to allow them to get to the front and stay there? Another one that I would watch out for is Graham Rahal, starting 21st. He hates his car, not happy at all. They don't have the pace. I think he's going to really throw different strategies out there. He understands this race almost more than anyone else out there. And I think he would not have a problem going some crazy fuel mileage, track position strategy to put that car in victory circle, victory lane. I don't really think he cares about the strategy. He just wants to get to the front. Another one to watch out for in the AJ Foyt camp is J.R. Hildebrand. He's starting 17th. He knows his way around this place. There's so many stories with every single driver. I mean, we can go through all 33 of these. We've talked about them all week. But if you're in the back, Jack Harvey, 32nd, was with Meyer-Shank Racing, lost his ride, and now he's right there. Wasn't very quick all month, but he knows his way around this place. The row in front of him, Juan Pablo Montoya, former champion. Dalton Kellett, he's put it in the wall. And Kyle Kirkwood, I mean, you've got great stories. And then in row 9, look at this row. Colton Herta, McLaughlin, and Helio. I mean, those three guys they're not hanging out in the back. They're not hanging in the back at all. In front of them, you've got Marco and Sage Karam. In front of them, Rossi and Rahal. So from 7 and back, you've got all kinds of people that aren't used to being back there. Rossi, Rahal, Karam, Andretti, Herta, McLaughlin, Castroneves, Montoya. Those guys aren't used to being in the back of the field. So what's going to happen here as that green flag comes out? They're going to do everything they can to get out of the mess. There are a lot of inexperienced drivers in the middle to the end of this pack, and there's a lot of drivers that are they're going to be white knuckling this thing for about the first 15, 20 laps until they calm down. So you don't want to be around three guys that are a little skittish and a little jumpy with the race car. They can take you out early. These guys that we just talked about, Montoya, Elio, even Colton Herta, he's never won this race, but he knows what to do here. Sage Karam, Marco, Rahal, Rossi, those guys know how to get to the front, and they know how to get around this place. So they're not going to mess around 20th and behind. They know that's where the stuff happens. That's where nothing good happens. Is, you know how everybody says nothing good happens after midnight? In the 500, nothing good happens in spot 20 behind you. 20 to 33 is a danger zone. Since we're all talking about Top Gun, that's a danger zone. Right in front of them, Connor Daly, Hildebrandt, Pagano. Three guys that know what they're doing. They're going to try to get up there as well. Santino Ferrucci, Newgarden, Malukas, they're in row 5. Newgarden is, like we talked about, he's the class of the field right now for, actually Will Power qualified in front of him, but everybody's picking Newgarden. He's been faster all month. So that's row 5, and that's 13th to 33 basically. That's still in that kind of danger zone. That 13th to 20th, there's still a lot of stuff that can happen. Not that it doesn't happen at the front, but I'd rather be surrounded by Dixon, VK, Carpenter, TK, Jimmy Johnson, Will Power, Takuma Sato. I'd rather be surrounded by those guys than the true rookies, the true inexperienced racers in the back that they're going to be really skittish here. So as we're moving forward, you got Jimmy Johnson, Will Power, Sato in 4. Sato's been amazing this month. And what does he do during race day? Grosjean, Rosenquist Award. That's a fast group right there. Kanan, Erickson, and Carpenter in row 2, and then VK, Pillow, and Dixon. I really think, when it comes down to it, I really think this is going to be the Chip Ganassi Indianapolis 500. I think his team has been the class of the field. I think they have everything set up, ready to roll. I think his goal is to get Scott Dixon another title. I really do. You have to get him another Indianapolis championship, Indianapolis 500 championship to get him to that upper echelon. I already think he's one of the best, top 2 or 3. But to be an absolute legend here at Indy, he's got to win multiples, and I think that this is going to get the job done. I think Alex Palou is going to continue to learn. He's going to win multiples in the near future. TK, is this his best shot to win in a few years? Jimmy Johnson, he already tweeted this evening, it's his dream tomorrow. This is his dream to race the 500. So many great storylines, so many fun things happening. If you're going to the track, please be smart. Hydrate, have some fun, enjoy it. I told somebody earlier, it's like Indianapolis had a can and we just shook it for 2 years. And then about Wednesday, we just popped the top and everything's been crazy. Carb Day was insane. Over 100,000 people at the parade on Saturday. And now we got race day. We're going to have 450,000 people here. I can't wait. I've got everything set up. We're going to sit in our living room in the air conditioning and watch this thing. I'm so thankful for you for joining us. I know this has been challenging and frustrating, and I don't mean to be snippy and snarky, but not getting a credential really it bummed me out. It really did. I mean, and I see the people that are doing videos and stuff there, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my little 500 Today show would be so much better if I could do it in the pagoda or on the pit road, or even the garages, or just find a quiet nook at the track to do this. It's very frustrating, but you know what? I'm very thankful that you've been able to join me all month. We got a few episodes left, so I'm not saying goodbye to the show just yet, but I've had a really good time. We started this before the Grand Prix, and I feel like it's been a really fun voyage just watching and taking in what's going on. We've talked about the different qualifying positions, the rows. We talked about the betting. Scott Dixon and Pelot were your top two. Herta's up there, which is crazy to me. But we've talked about all this, and now it's time for the race. Can't wait for it to happen. I will check in with you, like I said, hopefully around lap 100, kind of go through the order. We'll talk about what's happened, and then we'll do a post-race show as well. That'll be a little bit longer as we really dissect what happened and how somebody won, how somebody didn't win, the strategies, all that kind of stuff. I'm so thankful for you. I'm so thankful for checking us out, and hopefully, knock on wood, next year, hopefully 2023, the 500 Today, season 2, we'll be at the track. I can't wait to maybe prove ourselves a little bit more here in the vlogging world, so we can maybe do that, hopefully. So anyway, again, Scott Dixon, Alex Pelot, Jimmy Johnson, those are my three. It's a Ganassi sweep. I think Stefan Wilson will be the first one out, and I think Sage Karam's going to be our biggest mover of the day. Take care. Have fun. Let me know below. Comment below. Let me know who's winning this thing. This is what we wait for. This is Christmas Eve, right? Christmas Eve for us Indianapolis 500 fans. This is amazing. I can't believe it's here. It's going to be fantastic. We haven't had a true Indianapolis 500 with fans and the craziness and the insanity since 2019. So, actually, 2020? No, 2019. Because 20 was pushed back, and it was all kinds of crazy the last couple of years. So, I'm so thankful that you're here. I'm so thankful you're checking us out. Please let me know who wins. Comment below. Who is your winner? Who are you picking? Have fun out there, and can't wait. Race day. Let's go.